Welcome back to Main Street Living. We've all had the experience of knowing what we want to say and having trouble getting it out. It can be embarrassing and frustrating.
Yeah, Brandy, and for people like myself who stutter as well, that feeling is all too familiar and something we deal with anytime we talk. And our next guest is working to help those struggling with this speech disorder. Let's welcome to Main Street Living, Sean Kahn. How you doing there, Mr. Kahn?
Hi, how's it going?
Hey, everything is going well, man. Glad to have you on the show. Let's just start from the beginning. There's a lot of people that may not understand about stuttering. So, what is stuttering, and what do we know what causes it? I guess I should ask.
So, stuttering is one of three things. It's basically a speech disfluency where you either have speech blocks where you can't get out what you're trying to say, or over repetitions where you just keep saying the word over and over again, or prolongation where you get stuck in a word and kind of just like over pronounce it. It can be caused by a range of things. Mine was genetic, but I know that people have had physical injuries which led to brain injuries, which then caused a stutter in them.
Wow.
I didn't know it was caused by genetics sometimes. Is there a treatment or therapy for stuttering, and does it help?
So you can get speech therapy, but obviously it's more effective if you can get it earlier on, when you're a kid and you're still developing your ability to speak fluently. So it is effective. It just takes time. And there's also a financial cost to it as well.
Yeah, well, Sean, I know I took, I guess, speech therapy when I was in the 8th grade, right? And still as an adult, I mean, I joke about it on stage. I say I stutter. I just don't do it in front of people I don't know. So for me to be in front of new people, it allows me to present a representative that helps me get through, like performing and being in front of people. So how has stuttering impacted your life?
So I would say it's impacted my life in both negative and positive ways.
Mm-hmm.
I think about when I was a kid, when I was in the 2nd grade, and I use this example a lot, but basically I raised my hand to say, may I use the restroom? And I said, may I, and I just kept going. And I said I about 50 times. And by the time I got it out, my entire class was laughing at me, and my teacher said, spit it out.
Oh, wow.
And I remember as a kid that had a very pivotal impact on me. I started feeling shame and embarrassment. And it's something I've had to work through for, my whole life. I think it's helped me develop a thicker skin.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, not to sound melodramatic, but even in my adult life, sometimes I'll make a presentation at work or I'll meet someone new, and I can still kind of hear like those kids laughing at me.
Yeah.
Like it weighs down on my confidence because I still battle those kinds of things.
Yeah.
So I would say it's taught me to be a more resilient person, but it's also, had some negative impacts on my life that I've just had to get through.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah. And I hope that awareness is spreading. I'm thinking there's even a TikTok account of a girl who talks about her stuttering issue and what she does to kind of cope with it and kind of spreads that awareness as well. You spread some awareness as well. You're part of an organization called Raise Your Voice. Tell us about that group and its mission.
So I played a part in founding Raise Your Voice in July 2015. It's a 501c3 non-profit foundation that raises awareness for people who stutter. Some of the things we've done in the past is provide scholarships to those who want to attend stuttering conferences or are in college and being trained to become a speech language pathologist, to attend conferences and gain awareness and education. Something we're currently fundraising for is the ability to provide more scholarships to those who can't afford speech therapy. Kids and adults as well. And we also have a lot of awareness events where we, rent out a public library or something, and have people get up on stage and speak about their journey and where they were and where they are now with their stutter. And I find that really inspirational. And I think it's just important to have like a community around you when you have a stutter, because I found it hard to make friends as a kid. So, yeah.
Yeah. Well, first of all, man, kudos to you, because it does take a lot of, a lot from inside to say, I'm going to let the world know, because at the end of the day, we
Yeah.
can't control who we're supposed to be. And just the fact that now you're speaking in front of people and you started this organization, that is awesome. Where can viewers get more information about donating?
So you can go to raiseyourvoice.org. Sorry, raiseyourvoiceinc.org.
Okay.
And you can also listen to a podcast on Spotify called the Tim Mackesy Podcast.
Awesome.
So cool. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate it. And look at both of you now on national television show. No big deal.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Pretty cool. And we'll definitely have to connect after this. Okay, Sean?
Absolutely. Yeah.
All right.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
I'm so proud of both of you, Quincy. I mean, if you told people that you had a stutter, I think most people wouldn't even believe you, because you're scary good. You're scary good at covering it up. And speaking
Thank
of scary, coming up next, a very spooky spot in New Orleans. We'll take a visit.